even as we know that it's okay for us to express, and we want to do so in gentle ways. Let me give us an analogy to maybe understand this a little bit better, because it's not just about expressing the emotions. I think that we need to do a really good job of listening and responding to them as well. Don't we? So think about this. You've probably all played a game, or at least seen this game. It's a game with a water balloon or an egg. So it's an egg toss or a water balloon toss, right? You've played this before? So ever said, hey, shake your head, yes? Okay. Well, you know that the whole purpose of this game is to have the water balloon or the egg not break. And you see how long you can do that. And so you have to figure out ways in order to make this work. And so what you figure out, and what you probably see, right, is there are two ways to get the egg or the balloon from your end to the other person, right? You can toss it overhand, you can toss it underhand, right? And so tossing it overhand, we'll just say, we'll call that just chucking it, okay? So the whole purpose, again, is so that this will not break. So let's look at option number one. Let's look at chucking it. All right, you got this water balloon and egg, and this other person who's supposed to catch it, and then you chuck it at them. How well does that work? Not too well. However, if you do it underhand and you toss it, they're more likely to be able to receive it, right? That works well. Well, think about this. The water balloon or the egg is our emotions. And so we're going to bring that to the other person one of two ways. We are going to toss it at them, which is probably a sinful way. And you might want to toss it at them sometimes. Well, I do understand that feeling. You might want to throw it, chuck it at them, but no. Instead, we want to toss it to them and share the emotions gently as opposed to tossing or chucking at it. Then as the receiving person, you want to be able to receive it well. And when you receive it, you're going to receive it like as you catch it, you're going to go with the egg, right? Or go with the water balloon to help the impact a little bit more. And so if someone is tossing their emotions to you, sharing their emotions with you, you want to be able to receive it well. But there are different ways of receiving too. That is really the best way to receive. But you could also be like a brick wall. You could also try not to catch it. You could try to catch it with one hand and see how you do in grabbing it. And we know that that won't work out very well either. But sometimes, and we know this, we've felt this, that we've tossed our emotions to somebody and they've been a brick wall. And it goes splatter on them, right? But sometimes it also happens that we do this, we share our emotions with someone, and we don't know how they're going to handle it. Maybe they catch it really well, but maybe they're going to chuck it back at you. Right? And so as a responder to someone, that if someone is sharing their heart, sharing their emotions, we don't want to be a brick wall. We want to absorb their emotions, hear their emotions too. But when we toss it back to them, we want to toss it back gently. We don't want to throw it at them, because when we throw it at them, we do that in several different ways. Number one, we just kind of do it because we want to do it. Maybe it's an anger or some other kind of emotion. But maybe instead, when we hear their emotions, we give them advice when they don't need to hear advice. We tell them how to fix it, and they don't need to know how to fix it. We tell them to get over it. We tell them to suck it up. We might tell them whatever that might be, and when we do that, we toss it overhand. But sometimes our emotions, again, handled gently, and then we toss something back. We let them know, I hear you. I hear your emotions. I hear the things going on inside of you, and they're important to me. And I'm going to weep with you. I'm going to rejoice with you, and I'm going to toss that back to you gently. Instead of telling you how to fix things, change things, or throwing it back in your face. This is important for us as believers and in relationships with others, with our spouses, with our children, with our parents, with our friends, whatever that might be. See, we have emotions. They are there. We have to do something with them. We have to know what they are, and we have to be able to express them, to share them, first with the Lord, and then perhaps with someone else who might be close to us. And friends, I understand that dealing with emotions and feelings and things, and I get it that that's not everyone's thing. All feelings, nothing more than feelings. Let's not talk about them. Let's ignore them because they're uncomfortable. And I get that. But it's a part of being you because you are created in the image of God.